Hello, and thanks for joining us. First, a photographer calling himself a cheeky monkey has started a huge debate about the future of photography by winning a prestigious award with an image he made using artificial intelligence. It was announced that the German artist Boris Eldagsen won the prize for the Creative Open category at the Sony World Photography Awards with this image. Boris joins us now by Skype. Now, hello, Boris. Thank you for joining us. You only revealed it was a photograph made by AI after you won. Why did you want to enter the competition with this image?
I wanted to test if photo competitions are ready for AI images to be handed in and if they are prepared, and they were simply not.
Describe how you create an AI photograph.
There are many different ways. One option is to work with language. So you describe the image in many different aspects, and that can be quite complex. But you can also use visuals to start with the image, or you can combine voice and text and visuals. The options to create images with AI, they can become more and more on a weekly basis.
Now, Boris, you have refused the award. Were you surprised that you won?
I was surprised that I won. I was also surprised that after I told the awards that it's AI generated and suggested that we need to have a discussion about this and that AI generated images should not compete with photography in the same category, that this suggestion by mine was just not responded to.
Do you think it's impossible then to tell the difference between AI photographs and real photographs? Is it possible?
It's getting harder and harder, more difficult on a monthly basis. My guess is by the end of the year, we won't.
So what do you think the world of photography needs to do in this case about AI photography?
I think first we shouldn't call it AI photography. It's something in itself. The best term I know is promptography. It shows how it's made and it shows it's something else. Of course, there's a relationship because the language was learned from photography and the photographic language is now free-floating, an entity in itself. But first we have to separate it by name, and then we have to decide, is there enough space under one umbrella for both? Can we put it together in the same basket, or is it important to differ it? It's very complex, and there's not enough discussion about it. And I just wanted to make a statement and to speed up the discussion, which is happening right now. And I'm very thankful for the photo community to take it further from a single post of mine in the internet, in social media, up to different media, up to you now. And that is not because of me, it's because of everybody out there helping, everybody being concerned.
Okay, thank you. It's been a pleasure to talk to you. You certainly have started a debate. Boris Eldagsen, thank you so much for joining us. You certainly have succeeded in starting a debate. The stunt comes at a time of intense debate over the use and implications of AI and its capacity to fool us and manipulate information. Monty Francis reports on some of the ways artists are creating unreal worlds with video images.
They are digital images that appear true to life. A building's facade falls to reveal a giant human figure, a giant pumpkin rolling through the streets of Paris. Of course, none of it is real. It's all virtual, a glimpse into an imaginary world, raking up views on social media. From the dreamlike to the stuff of nightmares, it's the work of digital artists like Eloine Labelaine, seen here tossing a crepe over the pyramid at the Louvre. A culinary feat achieved with the help of a roll-out green screen, a paper pyramid, and some sacrificial crepes.
The monuments of Paris, we walk past them all the time. We cross the bridges. But to see a bit of fantasy in a location that we know so well, I find it incredible.
While some digital artists are just getting started, others have already established careers. Behind this baguette making its way through Bordeaux, Or these fish escaping from the Musée d'Orsay.
Bonjour.
You'll find an American living in France. Major brands and artists have commissioned his work to fill their social media feeds. For a famous stylist, he transforms handbags into cars. And for the singer Angèle, he turns a metro station into a roller coaster tunnel.
Social networks are a bit like a garden. You have to water them every day. You have to make sure there's always content showing up so that people who follow you stay interested and inspired, and that you make a buzz. Even though they're short, there are moments when something 10 seconds long can have a big artistic or emotional impact.
Just seconds long, they are like short poems, seen hundreds of thousands of times.
We certainly haven't heard the last of the possibilities of AI in the arts world. Now, the lower house of the French Parliament has been given an unusual makeover by a contemporary artist. Alexander Benjamin Navet has decorated the courtyard and garden of the Palais Bourbon, home to France's National Assembly, with vivid colours reflecting his artistic universe. Yuka Roya takes us to the exhibition, which is open to the public until June.
In the courtyard of the National Assembly, these colourful totems, the works of Alexander Benjamin Navet, stand in curious harmony with the neoclassical architecture of the Palais de Bourbon.
He's become part of the National Assembly via his artwork. The idea is to open up the site to citizens and to artists.
A designer by training, Navet is known for vivid oil pastel paintings and likes to bring his colourful universe to unlikely places. When the National Assembly gave him a carte blanche to reinvent his courtyard and garden, it was an opportunity to recreate the feel of a sketchbook at France's top political establishment.
We take the drawings on paper or canvas out into the real three-dimensional world. So they're transformed from 2D to 3D, but the design stays the same. In a way, we invite people to come into this imaginary world, into the picture.
Immerse in the spectator in his works, in his universe of colours and almost childlike brushstrokes, like Cubist painter Fernand Léger, considered a forerunner to the pop art movement.
When I was preparing for this project, I really took a close look at his work, how he transformed his sketches and paintings into volume through his sculptures. So I've definitely been inspired by his techniques, which are very good, and which have helped me create 3D objects of this scale.
Navet also painted these benches in the Assembly's courtyard that could perhaps cheer up lawmakers in between their debates.
Well, now to Kinshasa, where the graffiti festival Kin Graph has been taking place. In its 5th year, the event combines creativity and civic engagement in the working class neighbourhoods of the capital. Let's meet a couple of the artists.
We chose a theme that impacts the whole world, that being the environment. The writing is in Lingala, Domitila Mabile Lungu, and it means protect our land, as in our world, which is our most precious thing, but protect it together.
I started to think about environmental issues, also the issue of endangered animals. More than just making a statement, I wanted to open up a conversation about these issues in line with local culture, as well as adding my own personal touch.
We'll leave you with a groundbreaking touring exhibition that celebrates all things Harry Potter. The immersive interactive show opens this weekend at the Porte de Versailles in Paris until October. It coincides with an announcement that the wizard and his friends are coming back in a new TV series, which could be on our screens as early as 2025. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
The history of our world is ever-changing. The flow of information is constantly increasing. We cover all subjects. We verify. We commit. On the ground, in all circumstances, to anticipate the future by understanding the present. We are with you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. France 24, an alternative look at the news.
Liberté, égalité, actualité.